Yes, indeed. What's happening, world? B March Boxing, and we back at it with another boxing video. Breakdown and prediction time. We got a WBO title fight coming up this weekend at the junior middleweight division, 154 pounds. We got Patrick Teixeira out of Brazil. What's his record? About 31-1. 31-1 with about 22 KOs, all right? Versus the Argentine, Brian Castano, who's about 16-0 with one draw and I believe 12 KOs. All right. Now, Patrick Teixeira is definitely the WBO champion. You know, I think he won the vacant title in his last fight when he fought the kid out of Dominican, Carlos Adames. All right. And that was actually an upset victory with Patrick Teixeira winning that fight in a tough, bloodbath of a fight, you know what I mean? Patrick Teixeira being the taller fighter, about 5'11", is it 67? I'm sorry, 76, maybe 77-inch reach, versus Castano, the shorter guy, who's about 5'7.5" with a 67.5-inch reach. All right, so this is a good fight right here, very good fight. You know, Patrick Teixeira has a chance to prove that what he did versus Carlos Adames was not a fluke. All right. Patrick Teixeira is a guy who, the first time I really seen him on the scene was when he fought Curtis Stevens. And he was a highly touted prospect by Golden Boy on Golden Boy Promotions. And man, Slim ain't even care nothing about that. Curtis Stevens sparked him out. I believe he knocked him out in the second round. Something like that, you know what I mean? Knocked him out early, quick. Flattened him with a quick left hook, you know what I'm saying? Now, Castano is a guy, I first seen him on the scene, boxing scene, I believe was versus the French kid, Michael Soro, okay? And it was a very good victory. I believe he went over there to France to beat him, Brian Castano, you know? So, Brian Castano definitely, I think, has fought the better opposition. You know, just point blank, he's fought Erislandy Lara. Erislandy Lara is better than anybody that Patrick Teixeira has fought, you know what I mean? And so let's get into it. Breakdown and prediction, you know what I mean? So, keys to victory for Patrick Teixeira. Patrick Teixeira has to use his height and reach. Absolutely, you know. He has almost like a 10-inch reach advantage on Castano. And the height difference, you know what I mean? He has at least 4 inches height reach as on Brian Castano, you know what I mean? Not to mention also this is an Argentine versus Brazil rivalry, you know what I mean? I can't quite remember the last time if we've had in recent times a Brazil-Argentine rivalry in boxing, but definitely in soccer. Hey man, those are two powerhouses when it comes to world-class soccer. But we're talking about two of the greatest players of all time in soccer. Pele from Brazil and Maradona from Argentina. Two countries that border each other, two South American countries. Hopefully they can bring that pride. Both of them can bring that pride of their countries, you know what I mean, to this particular fight, you know. Ideally, this fight would have been great in South America, you know what I mean, but I doubt these promoters won't do it. I don't even know why they won't do that, you know what I mean. I remember back in the 80s, man, when you would see fellas like, Donald Curry going over there to France and beating Rene Jacquois for a title, you know what I'm saying? You know, what's his name? You know, Leslie Stewart versus, what's the guy, the left-handed dude? Marvin Johnson over there in Trinidad. And these fights were broadcasted live on like ABCs and the CBS, ABC Wide World of Sports and stuff, you know? The new boxing promoters, man, they don't be using their noggin. They're not thinking outside the box. But that's neither here nor there. So Castano keys to victory. He's going to have to use his footwork and his jab to keep this guy, Castano, off of him. Castano is a very good pressure fighter. He's going to be on the front foot, you know what I mean, applying pressure, throwing punches and bunches, combinations. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Teixeira, you know, his jab, I ain't going to hold you, man. His jab's not the best, but he's going to have to employ that jab in order to get a victory. If he does not do that, then he's short, man. He ain't gonna win this fight, because the way he fought Carlos Adames is a guy who doesn't have a jab, period. He leads with left hooks and power shots. You know what I mean? The man Castano has a nice jab, especially he knows how to use that jab paw like a Lennox Lewis as a rangefinder for mid-range, and then just blast that right hand. You know what I'm saying? Teixeira being the southpaw, he's gonna have to, he's gonna have to stay on his P's and Q's, stay on his toes. He used some good footwork versus Carlos Adames, which I was quite surprised. You know what I mean? You check it, but with Castano being the orthodox fighter, you know what I'm saying? He's going to be trying to land straight lead right hands that work perfectly and wonderfully versus the southpaw, you know what I'm saying? The man Teixeira, he's going to, whichever way he circles left, he's going to get caught by the straight right hand. He circles right, he's going to get caught by that left hook. And I've seen Castano knock out plenty of fellas. 12 of his fellas, of the guys he's knocked out plenty of them with that left hook. So he's got to stay out of range. That's what the man got to do. He got to stay out of, Teixeira got to keep this guy out of range where he can catch him with long punches using his long reach and advantage, height and reach advantage. Otherwise, it's going to be a tough night for the kids, you know. Castano got to keep that, he keeps a nice high guard, you know what I'm saying? He got to beware for the man Teixeira sometimes, more times than many, rather than leading with the jab or a nice, strong, stiff jab, the man does throw some nice combinations to the body, a nice right hook to the body from the southpaw stance. The man Castano got to keep his elbows tucked, keep his high guard like he usually does, keep that nice bobbing head movement, you know what I'm saying? And then rip uppercuts, left hooks to the body, uppercuts to the head, left hooks to the head, straight right hands. He's got to apply serious pressure on this kid, Teixeira. And I believe he can, and I believe he will. You know, Patrick Teixeira, you know, nothing against him, but Brazil. Last time I seen a decent Brazilian fighter, his name was Popo Freitas. And Popo Freitas was a very good front runner. When he's doing his thing, he's styling on you. When the man faces adversity, Popo Freitas will quilt. He'll quiver and fold like folding grandma's quilt. You know what I mean? Or fold like a lawn chair. You check it. So the man Patrick Teixeira, by all means, has to avoid getting into an inside brawl. And I think it's easier said than done. But those are going to have to be his keys to victory. Castano's keys to victory is to just be on the front foot all night. You know what I'm saying? Mid-range, inside. Obviously don't got the reach advantage. He's down almost 10 inches in the reach advantage. He's going to have to come in digging them uppercuts to the body, to the head, to the chin, left and right hooks. That overhand right and straight right hand is going to be his keys to victory. And I believe Castano will win this fight. He might even drop Teixeira a few times, and the referee might stop it, or he just might catch him with them beautiful left hooks and probably stop him by, I'd say, between the 9th and the 11th round, somewhere with a late stoppage, you know. Can Patrick Teixeira win this fight? Yeah, he can if Castano is trying to box and can't get past Teixeira's almost non-existent weak jab. Then sure, Teixeira could win it like that, but I don't see it happening, man. Castano got an opportunity to win himself now. Not a Reggie title that he used to hold, WBA Reggie title, but he can get himself a WBO title and now be in position, hopefully, to fight a Jamal Charlo, who is a WBC, IBF, WBA junior middleweight champ. You know what I mean? So, B-Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. I got the kid from Argentina, Brian Castano, winning via stoppage or knockout, 9th or 11th round. B-Marsh Boxing, I'm gone. Peace.